Sometimes, traveling is a strange combination of adrenaline, peace, and a little bit of chaos. From the very first day, I realized that this trip would be exactly that. In this chapter, I'll experience both extremes. A slow morning by the river with nothing to do but enjoy a good coffee and the silence around me. Followed by some of the most exciting roads I've ever ridden, from complete stillness to full throttle. This is what motorcycles travel is all about.
Welcome to the second day of this trip. Today is really a slow morning. I think it's almost 10 a.m. Yeah, it's almost 10 a.m. The weather is looking a little bit shitty today. I don't know what I will do because I don't know. I don't want to go out and be under the rain because it's not what about this trip is. It's not about kilometers, it's about having a little bit of peace. So I don't know, maybe I will stay here this morning and later we will go for a spin. Yesterday was a bit tricky. It was a bit of a difficult day. I don't know how I will edit all these videos, so I'm trying to explain what happened yesterday. So as you saw, I was riding all day in pouring rain until I got here. Fortunately here it was sunny, was hot, was amazing, because I really hate to set up camp with when it rains and all the luggages get dirty, all the stuff gets dirty, it's really a mess. And when I came here, of course I had a talk with the owner and the son, and they told me that this camping spot is still closed. They open in 2 days, so I don't know what I will do today. I don't know what I will do today. But yeah, I can just stay here, enjoy the river. And God, guys, the first coffee of the day. Bah, amazing.
There are a few things in life I'll never get tired of. A good coffee and a slow morning are definitely two of them. When you're traveling, it's easy to convince yourself that every day has to be an adventure. Wake up early, pack everything, ride as many kilometers as possible. Finding the next viewpoint, the next road, the next destination. As if standing still somehow meant wasting time. But the longer I travel, the more I realized that's not what this trip are really about. Sometimes, the best decision you can make is not to leave. That morning, I had planned to spend the entire day riding. Instead, I found myself sitting beside the river with a hot coffee in my hand. Listening, watching, doing absolutely nothing. And somehow, it felt like exactly what I needed. There's something about Robinson Camp that's difficult to explain. It isn't just the location, it's the atmosphere. Almost as if the place has its own energy, an energy that quietly slows everything down. The river keeps flowing, the birds never stop singing, the trees move gently with the wind, and before you even notice, you've stopped rushing too. The plans I had for the day slowly disappeared. Not because I gave up on them, but because they no longer felt important. Instead, I spent the afternoon exactly where I was, writing in my journal, taking photographs, watching the light change as the hours passed. Later that evening, I gathered some firewood and lit a campfire. I cooked a simple dinner, sat back in my chair, and watched the flames dance while the forest slow grew quieter. As the sun began to set, the entire valley changed. The trees turned golden, the river reflected the last light of the day, and for a few minutes, everything felt perfectly still. It's strange how the moments we remember the most are rarely the dramatic ones. Sometimes, there's as simple as a cup of coffee, a campfire, a quiet dinner in the middle of nowhere, and a sunset so beautiful that, for a little while, it makes you forget everything waiting for you back home. That day, I barely rode the motorcycle, but somehow it became one of my favorite days of the entire journey. It's funny how quickly a place can start to feel familiar. Just a couple of days ago, Robinson Camp was somewhere I never even heard of. Now, as the road slowly carries me away from it, I already know it won't be the last time I come back. I guess that's the real reward of traveling. Not every place becomes part of your story, but every now and then, one does. As the kilometers go by, my attention slowly shifts from what's behind me to what's waiting ahead. A different landscape, different roads, a completely different kind of a ride. And that's one of the best things about traveling. Every chapter feels different from the last. You never really know what's waiting around the next corner. Of course, not without a little bit of drama.
Okay guys, I don't know how one person can be so fucking stupid. So I stopped here to take some drone shots. I left my fucking backpack there. There is my notebook. There is all my clothes. I think everything is here. Let's see. Oh my god. Yes. I cannot. Look. Look. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Last year, same thing. I was in Newcastle and I have my backpack with my PC and everything, and I left it in the airport. That's not like, I need to use my mind. What the fuck?
With that little scare behind me, I could finally focus on what was right in front of me. Just a few kilometers later, one of the most iconic places of the entire trip appeared on the horizon, the Krk Bridge. Suspended high above the Adriatic, surrounded by nothing but open water. It's one of those places that instantly reminds you why you choose to travel by a motorcycle in the first place. There's no windshield separating you from the view, no windows, no filters. Just you, the bike, and an incredible stretch of road floating above the sea. Not long after crossing the bridge, I arrived at the campsite. This place couldn't have been more different from Robinson Camp. Rocky landscapes, steep cliffs, the smell of the sea instead of the forest, and roads that seemed to be calling my name. I wasn't thinking about setting up camp or where I'd have dinner. My mind was already on tomorrow. For the first time since leaving home, I'd spent an entire day riding with no luggage, no destination, and no reason to look at the clock. Just the motorcycle and the road.
So you can park here, yeah, no problem, and go to the reception.
Park here.
Yeah, if you can, yeah. Do you have
Where's the problem?
here if you can, yeah.
But you need to watch everything, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise I will come after you.
As the day finally finished, my thoughts were already somewhere else. Ever since I started planning this trip, there was one road I couldn't stop thinking about: the Croatian coastline. Hundreds of kilometers of curves, the Adriatic stretching out beside you. The kind of road that makes you forget everything else. Tomorrow there would be no luggage, no campsite to reach, just a few tanks and an entire day to ride. At least that was the plan, because sometimes all it takes is one wrong turn to find something even better. And as always guys, thanks for watching, remember to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one, riding the Croatian coast.